Hey everybody, I'm Katie, and welcome to Head of the Class. I'm joined today by Mr. Alex Newman, Freedom Project Academy's high school advanced economics teacher, who has been in the Logic and Philosophy department since the department's creation. Mr. Newman, you have several intellectual pursuits, including journalism, and you've chosen to be an economics teacher. Tell us what drew you to teaching our high school students.
Well, I was giving a speech on the Federal Reserve up in Wisconsin years ago, and one of the founding officials of the school said, "Hey, that was a really good speech about the Federal Reserve. What would you think about teaching economics?" And I've always loved economics. I got a minor or almost a minor, a focus in economics at the University of Florida. And it's just been a fascinating subject to me. It's so important and explains so much of what's going on. And so when I was offered the opportunity to teach this stuff to some of America's brightest high school students, obviously I couldn't resist.
And understanding economics for the general public seems complex, and for high school students, this may just seem downright daunting. So how do you present economics to students in a virtual classroom to keep them engaged?
Well, really, we try to dispense with a lot of the ridiculous terminology that the professional economics caste tries to use to conceal what they're doing. So, as an example, they call printing lots and lots of money or creating it digitally by adding zeros to a computer. They call it quantitative easing. And so what we do is we just break that down, and we teach the kids the ridiculous terms, but we also teach them that really what's going on is quite simple. Right? They're just creating money out of nothing and then charging us interest on it. So it so happens that the students in my class tend to be light years beyond what you would typically expect from a 17-year-old high school student. I mean, they're just so smart and so pleasant, and they come from good backgrounds with good education. So that makes my life easier. But what I find is that the kids find this stuff interesting. They enjoy it, and when you enjoy stuff and when you find it interesting, it's a lot easier to learn.
Now, you keep yourself always busy between work, between family, but when you do get a little bit of free time, what do you like to do?
I like to spend time at the beach and go fish and, other things. And then I have hobbies that I would like to do that are a little bit more expensive, so a little bit out of the price range. But, reading is always good, and studying the Bible and spending time with family. Those are the things I really love. So.
And now you've been with FPA since the creation of the department. What has kept you with FPA? What makes FPA the school of your choice?
Well, for one, it's just an amazing group of students, and the opportunity to teach these students information that I think will come in handy for the rest of their lives. I think it'll have a positive impact on our country, because I think a lot of these kids are going to be the future leaders of America, of the conservative movement. So for me, it's an honor to be able to have this much time with these kids to teach them about these ideas and these things that are, I think, so important. So that's one of the things, and the flexibility, being able to be anywhere on the planet as long as there's an internet connection and teach, that's a lot of fun. And just overall, it's just an incredible school. It's an incredible idea, an incredible opportunity. And so, I can't speak highly enough of Freedom Project.
And now, before we wrap up, I want to do what I'm calling a quick fire. So answer the following questions as quickly as you can. What are 5 words to describe you?
Goofy, engaged, busy, Christian, and goofy again.
Goofy twice. All right.
Right.
What are 4 favorite places to travel to or places you want to visit?
I really enjoyed my upbringing in Latin America, so maybe wouldn't mind going back to Brazil again. Haven't been for a few years. I really like South Africa, where I spent a lot of time, lived there for some time. Wouldn't mind going back, and of course Switzerland. Who can argue with Switzerland? Maybe the single best country in the world after America. And in fact, I haven't been to Thailand yet. I've been wanting to go there for a while, so we'll see if I ever make it.
All right. What are 3 of your favorite books or books that you'd recommend others read?
The Bible, and we'll add The Law by Frederick Bastiat. And, even though I disagree with so much of her philosophy, I think everybody needs to read Atlas Shrugged by Ayn Rand.
Okay. And how about 2 historical figures that you'd like to have dinner with?
Oh, man, James Madison, for sure. And, George Washington. How can you argue with that?
All right. What's one piece of advice you have for your students?
Study hard, because you're going to need it.
Okay. Mr. Newman, thank you so much for being here. Learn more about our dedicated teachers and Freedom Project Academy at fpeusa.org.